Yo, it's your man Jam C.
One and only Sean Money's in the building.
Your favorite Republican, Lou Bem.
My favorite Republican sitting next to me. And it's Trusty Steed over here. Got the hat.
Favorite.
Got a hat.
So
I don't know how much longer I'm gonna be able to do this, people. So if y'all don't see me on for a couple weeks, y'all got my email address. Y'all know how to get me, cause I'm drowning over here with this shit.
I'm fresh off the jet from a Trump convention.
Fresh off the jet.
They trying to woo me.
Well, I'm telling you, 2024, the Republicans is kicking the door into that White House.
Well, listen. I've already started submitting applications to get residencies in Canada, Mexico, Bahamas, and Costa Rica. So hopefully one of my applications get approved before 2024.
Take Canada off that list.
Huh?
Take Canada off that list.
Well, why?
The fucking pollution, smoke, the
yeah,
fires,
that's
all
bullshit.
that shit.
We ain't heard Justin Trudeau come out and own none of this shit. So we gonna dive into that because this week is all focused on current events. There are so many things that are happening over the last 3 to 4 weeks. We just gonna try to break down and dive into some of those. But Jam, people want to tell us things. If we miss anything that's important and you want to hear us dive into it, Jam, what can they send us information?
Goin Vocal at gmail.com. That's GOINVOCAL at gmail.com. So I spelled that with blindfold.
Yo, what y'all rate that spelling on? That's a C, C minus, D?
That's an A all the way plus.
Or you can DM me at Republican Lou at Instagram.
There you go.
Email your favorite Republican. So people, what's in the news? There's so much shit going on.
Well,
I'm gonna be honest. For me, I've been trying to pull back.
Okay.
Because sometimes it's honestly, all jokes aside, it's so much to absorb, and it's like they show you 7 bad stories that's like pulling on your heartstrings. It's never any feel good stories, and then the weather come on.
That's
and then
worse.
and then it's the traffic, and none of that shit is ever good.
Yeah.
And then they sprinkle in, if you're living in a metropolitan area, they sprinkle in all the congestion, and you're trying to get up and go to work. So it's like by the time you get to work, you're fucking exhausted. You've heard about 12 murders. You heard about 6 suicides, 2 fires,
13 robberies.
13 robberies of innocent motherfucking people, and then it's like the traffic that you have to sit through, and then the weather. I mean, by the time you get to work at 8:30, you're fucking fried.
But this is why, if you do a survey right now, this is the reason why they have so many call-outs. After hearing all that shit, I'm not going to work.
I'm telling you, about on my ride to work,
Click.
I try to listen to very inspirational music. I listen to mindfulness music or meditation music. Because, I mean, when I listen to the news in the morning, like for the last couple of weeks, I really have been taking the news and be like, okay, I'll listen to 10 minutes. And then I literally turn it off. Because I don't be wanting to hear all that shit. I don't be wanting to hear all that shit.
It affect me. Like, I don't turn it on because it does just
it
that.
Is. It can be overwhelming. And like I just feel like it's too much. Like I want to hear. We know the world is a disaster in certain places, but at the same time, there is a lot of good happening, right? We're in a season where people are graduating and going back to school. I want to hear about that. So shout out to all the graduates, whether it's pre-K, high school, college, middle school, nursing school. If you graduated from the drug program in 2023,
it's a graduation.
We shout you out.
Absolutely.
We want to recognize all the accomplishments.
30 days clean is a graduation.
Hell yeah, you graduated from the pipe to something else. So
Adderall.
Yeah, right.
So listen, no, seriously, I want to shout out everybody who, made their accomplishments or still continue to work towards your goal in 2023. We don't take it lightly. We want to encourage you and support you. But listen, let's dive into some of these things that
Can I give a shout out to?
Oh, sure.
It's on a high note. Shout out to the Reverend Jesse Jackson.
What he do?
He actually retired this year from the Push Coalition that he founded in
Push
1971. He graduated. He retired at the age, what is he, 80? Was he 82? I could be wrong.
Wow.
He's like 82, 83 years old.
I don't think he retired. They pushed his ass out.
Yeah, they could have. That's the program he started. Push, yeah. So
enough is enough.
He retired
from
the civil rights.
You ain't responding to emails.
Jesse ain't responding to emails. You ain't shit,
Fuck out of here, man.
Yeah, shout out. I mean, he's been on the forefront for all of my life, fighting for rights of people in the Black and brown community. So thank you for all your service, Reverend Jesse Jackson.
He's been doing that shit longer than I've been born.
Yeah. I said my whole life. I don't need to put out how many years my life has been.
I just said longer than I've been born. So, but I do think that He's done a lot of good work.
Absolutely.
He made that little bullshit run for presidency.
I mean, he might as well. Nobody else wasn't doing it.
They didn't have at that time. Nobody had the courage to do. He did.
Yeah. But he got not that far, but he ran. You know what I'm saying? At least he can.
Remember that was his thing. Run, Jesse, run.
That's it.
Yeah, remember that.
He was almost the first.
Typical slave shit. Run, nigga, run. Right?
Almost the first rapping president. He's saying, "Down, up with hope and down with dope."
That's what he said?
Yeah.
That was the slogan? Oh, shit. I don't remember that part, but I definitely remember.
He definitely
was that 1984?
Yeah.
86, 84,
like
86?
Something
Man,
like
we old. Yo, let's leave that alone. My age coming out. Coming out.
I will say this, he's done a lot of work. Congratulations on everything. Well-deserved
a life dedicated to
Absolutely.
service. Y'all, we saying it like he dead. He's not deceased.
No, but we're giving him his flowers.
Right,
we're giving him
He
his
ain't
flowers.
responding to emails, nigga. He dead. Nigga dead.
He dead. Nah, that's a life dedicated to service. I don't take it
Definitely.
lightly when people do that because I'm not sure that I'm cut out for that. But listen,
You are.
I just want to make a statement. I want to be clear about it. Y'all could kill me in the comments. My hair fucked up. I ain't want to tape today. JMC don't give a damn about my image. He makes threats, and I believe he's going to follow through. So if the way my hair looked today is offending you, please send it to this gentleman right here. He don't give a damn.
He stopped pointing the closets.
It's not me. The enforcer, Jay Glizzy.
He started pointing the clauses in the contract.
Yeah.
That's Jay
So
Glizzy.
much going on.
You was on hiatus for 2 weeks and you not
Check the fly
put
shit.
my business out there like that.
Check the fly shit.
I had a health condition. I had the flu.
Check the fly shit. Me and
flu.
Republican Lou go up. Jay Glizzy said, "Where's Shy Money?" Shy Money shows up. That Jay Glizzy talk. So that's not us. That's Jay Glizzy.
I was on vacation, y'all. That's why my hair got messed up. But I'm going to get it done this week. So next time I tape, I'll be proper. But listen, let's
You know who else gets a shout out?
Who's that?
You know the
Oh, you don't even know the motherfucker.
no, the lady from Sweetie Pie.
Oh, the grandmother.
The grandmother. She's opening it back up.
Oh, good for her. I mean,
I
I've
don't
never.
know if I want to go there.
Good for
Why
her.
not?
Good for her.
They're a family of killers.
It's just one that killed
Yeah.
another family.
Yeah,
member.
but now it's in the DNA. I don't know if the macaroni and cheese is going macaroni like it's supposed to.
Maybe
Kill,
she
it's
killed
killer mac and
macaroni and
cheese.
cheese.
Exactly. It's
And
killer
what if
mac
you
and
don't
cheese.
leave a good tip. They catch you in the parking lot and murk your ass. Nah, I don't want no smoke with them. I don't want no smoke with Sweetie Pies. I don't think I'm gonna fuck
Nonetheless,
with
they're
that.
back up and running.
Shout out to Sweetie Pies.
Shout out to Sweetie Pie.
Shout
I don't want
out.
no smoke. I ain't got nothing to say. I ain't got nothing to say. I'm tapping out. Well, listen, let's jump into these current events. I'm going to throw one out there that I heard that just took my breath away. And this is very serious. I thought it was a failed social media ploy or some misinformation. Because, you got to be careful what you get off social media. So I try to synthesize that and, filter it. In Florida, a teen mom gave her baby a bottle laced with fentanyl. Unfortunately, the baby did not survive. So when they did the toxicology reports, they said there was so much fentanyl in the bottle, it would have killed 7 to 8 adults.
What the fuck?
The bitch, the girl whose name they cannot release or have not released because of her age, she's a teenager. She said she put cocaine in the bottle to put the baby to sleep.
That's not gonna put a baby to sleep.
Nah, that keep niggas up.
Yeah.
So
It's a
I
upper.
don't know what in the hell is wrong with people.
And where was the state again?
Florida.
They say the
I'm-
craziest people's from Florida
Let
and
me
the
tell you
Bronx.
something. I don't care what nobody say. Florida is a different part of the United States. It be shit going on down there, and I realize that bad things can happen everywhere. So my heart goes out to
the family,
the baby, and the other family members. But I'm just like, first of all, was she selling? It's so many questions that I have surrounding that. But I was just so shocked at the blatantness. That I thought it was cocaine. Like that was any fucking better.
Yeah.
So I just say shit be crazy in the news, and again that goes back to what I was saying that sometimes it's a little overwhelming. But I don't know if either one of you fellas got anything that you've seen that kind of caught your eye and you think it's newsworthy and for us to talk about.
Well, since we're talking about drugs, let's go to Pennsylvania Avenue. But and here's the thing, and we talked about it and we joked about it briefly about where's the footage. Now all of a sudden, Secret Service can't find the footage of who actually left the coke on the table, right? So now they can't find a table, briefcase, desk, wherever the fuck it was left at. Now they can't find the footage. I would rather you guys just say to me, don't blow smoke up my ass. Just say to me, listen, we know who had the shit, but we ain't willing to out the motherfucker. Because there's no way you could tell me in the West Wing that you lost footage.
I guess that's the part I'm struggling with.
Yeah,
there's no way.
The bullshit.
So
There is no way.
The White House is supposed to be one of the most secure buildings, or edifices, properties, whatever you want to label it to, in the United States. Like, you can't go in there. You just can't ring the doorbell and walk up
I'll
to...
give you one even better. I was just down there 3 weeks ago. You can't even ride past the motherfucker.
Yeah, that's true.
You can't even ride past it.
Ever since that woman rolled the car through the
You
barrier,
can't
they
ride
blocked
past
that
it.
off.
You can't even ride past it.
So, this is making national and global news that there was cocaine found in the White House. And I struggle with the fact that you trying to play in my face like American citizens don't have enough sense to know this ain't the first time y'all done had cocaine in there.
No.
Whoever bought the coke in there, you know they had the coke in there. Y'all doing all types of screening and credentials of people, and y'all know who got drug problems in there. It ain't the only, he or she is not the only one. You know who the alcoholics are. You know who you got to give oxygen to before meetings and briefings. Y'all know who's who. You know who beating their wife. You know who cheating on their wife. And y'all know all that. So stop with that
y'all
shit.
knew this shit before y'all let them in the motherfucker.
Right.
Yes, you gotta remember, a lot
They
of
know all that
politicians
shit.
were being caught for pedophilia.
They know all that
your
shit.
whole
Listen.
steal. They know everything.
It's mighty funny. You know I owe taxes. You know that.
Absolutely.
Go find them people with the coke. And so I feel like y'all shouldn't have told us anything, and y'all should have handled that internally. Because if you're not going to give us full disclosure, then I don't want to hear the shit. I don't want to hear the shit.
I guess they were trying to
Ain't
show
no way.
the American people that they could be transparent.
Let me tell you something. The shit going to come out later. But I do love the black press secretary, because she was doing a briefing a few days later, and one of the reporters in the press room was being real cheeky, and she asked if the cocaine belonged to President Biden, or more specifically Hunter Biden.
Yeah.
They was on her ass about that.
Yeah.
So that the Bidens were not even in the White House at the time that it was
Don't
found.
mean they didn't leave it.
So that's my point. That don't mean they didn't
Exactly.
leave it, but they've done some form of an investigation to rule out the Biden family. But I like the way the press secretary, and my apologies for not recalling her name, because she is important, because she does a great job.
They was on her ass.
Yeah,
too
but she
about
shut that down. She shut that down. She just thought that the journalism was very irresponsible, and I could agree with that too, because there's a lot of shit that Trump did, and nobody wasn't. Some of those same people weren't calling him out.
But here's the thing. I was just about to go there. It's almost every time a Democratic president is in the office, you have this bullshit happening. The last time, so you got Biden in, they find cocaine. When Obama was in there, they had a couple sneak into a party that they weren't even invited. How they get past all this fucking security checks
I
is
just
beyond
imagine
me.
what do other countries think when they hear this shit? Like, what does Russia think? What does China think? What does
Those
the
weak
UK
Americans.
think? Yeah,
But you know
UK. They think we're savages. Who's bringing cocaine in the White House? Why couldn't you do your coke at home?
I think
that shit
I think
outside.
To finish these emails. Shit.
No, you know what? I think they think what they've always thought, that we're idiots. They always feel like
Incompetent.
Very much
they always
so.
feel like we're not
much
intelligent
so.
enough. So we just basically, as this, you peel back the layers, it's just like it's an aha moment. Like I told you.
I mean, you gotta be a brazen motherfucker to take cocaine in the White House and sniff it at a desk or in a bathroom with a quill or your finger.
Come
Like, you're
on.
terrible.
We would be remiss if we thought that this was the first time.
Oh no,
Oh,
not
yeah,
by
it's not
any,
the first
no,
time.
by no stretch of the imagination.
No, I'm talking.
I
That shit
think
been going on since
if you go in
Watergate.
there
Yeah,
and,
absolutely,
and you start
absolutely.
searching some of them desks, you're gonna find all kind of flasks, pills, prescribed medication that got somebody else's name on it. Oh yeah, I don't doubt for a
and think
second.
about it. When you come through a metal detector, they're checking for metal. I'm pretty sure
Yes.
everybody goes through.
Yep.
Yes.
And they
Not
checking for
cocaine,
cocaine.
motherfucker.
Yeah.
Not fentanyl.
But what if they got? Don't they have like dogs on some of the exits? I don't know because I ain't never been in the White House, but I'm just
Well,
saying.
depending on your grade
Your
level,
Your level of
clearance.
clearance.
they're not
Mm,
going.
no,
Some
dog.
people walk through the metal detector, walk around and walk through it, and don't get it inspected at all. And then you
Well,
gotta
Remy
think,
say we
what
walk
about-
around
what-
the
think
metal
about,
detectors.
What about like the Secret Service men? These guys are high officials. I don't think they're checking them.
Because
You
they
could-
weights
you
gotta
can-
be heavy.
You could put that on your Secret Service men. I mean, there's a lot of ways of doing it there.
So let me ask y'all a question. So you think at some point, let's say November of this year, they're gonna come out with a expose and say, you know what, we know who had the cocaine,
Nah.
and they're gonna tell us what happened?
That shit is dead.
You think it's
So-
that?
I think that won't happen to maybe 10, 15 years down the line.
Here's the thing.
Somebody gonna do a book.
If they're telling you that the tapes, they can't find the tapes, right? Obviously, they know who it is,
Absolutely.
and they're not willing to out them.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? They're just not willing to out them. And this person is just so
Too high up the
important,
food
right?
chain,
It's so
yeah.
important that they're not willing to. It would fuck up so much. The economy is already sky high. That shit would make it go through the roof after that. You know what I'm saying? So I just think that it would
It's
never
good
come
enough
out.
for the Republicans.
And you got to think about it too. People, the media, their job is to put as much negative shit out there as they possibly can. You understand? To put you in that state of mind that you be in the morning before you go to work, or put you in a state of mind where you be like in disbelief and be like, I can't believe this. And then they always say like the last 5 minutes or the last 2 minutes of something good that did happen to someone or someone. You know what I'm saying? Or somebody. So it's designed to just make you feel. It's just designed to just promote nothing but negativity. Nothing but negativity.
So let me add to the drug chain.
Oh God.
Cannabis.
Adderall.
Yeah. That's. Do you know? I don't know whether you guys know. Like cannabis right now is like it's on the stock exchange. You know, and to speaking of fentanyl, you know, people buy. There's so much marijuana now, and marijuana is laced with all kind of drugs. You know, they have mood marijuana.
Different types, yeah.
Yeah. So
Sativas and all that shit. That's what you're saying?
yeah. So you know, there's some traces of fentanyl in some of that marijuana.
I wouldn't be surprised.
I
So-
don't want none of that, so I can't confirm nor
no.
deny that.
But the point I'm making that is, you look at right now, everywhere you go, everywhere you work, everywhere you drive. I've never had a problem with marijuana. I've never had a problem with people smoke. It never bothered me, nonetheless.
I don't like
but
it.
there's
It
a
bothers me
over
now.
now it's a over craze. I mean, like I don't know if I told
It's
you guys.
overkill. It's too
Yes,
much.
It's to the point now where parents are doing it in the car with their kids.
Let me tell you, okay.
And that's how outlandish it's got. And I've seen a guy go to Target, jump out the car. I smell an overabundance of marijuana. Like, damn, dude smoking. I turn around, he got 2 babies with him.
So I got one better. This is literally from today. I was late for taping. I had to go to the mall. I had to go pick up some emergency package. So I'm in the mall. It's super crowded. A guy's got his head down. Usually when people are not looking, they're usually most times on their phones or some type of mobile device. He had a $5 bill. This is in a packed ass mall. Police are walking around, and he was breaking the weed up to go roll a blunt.
Yeah.
Yeah. I heard
Now that can't be legal.
one of them.
That's what I'm
It
saying.
can't, not that. Sorry, Lou. There's some guidelines that people aren't reading.
Well,
'Cause
they
you know
not
they don't-
reinforcing this shit
that's what I'm
because
saying,
they're
'cause
not gonna
people
lock
don't
you
know
up for it.
You're not supposed to smoke while driving, but everybody's doing it. That's the
Crazy.
and
Yeah.
marijuana is a downer.
I got one better. One of my friends, they drive for New Jersey Transit. That's the transportation system here in New Jersey. He said in the back of the bus, because you know that's where we like to hang out in the back of the bus. I'm gonna say the motherfucker pulls
Slight to
out.
Rosa
He
Parks.
pulls out
Yeah.
a scale and he's back there weighing fucking weed
Oh,
and
gosh.
bagging up on a fucking bus.
I could believe it because
Bagging
people
up
do the
on the bus.
craziest shit.
Oh shit.
People
really?
do the craziest shit.
It's just I think that
I think they do that shit for shock value, honestly.
no, but I think that the way that society is now, so many things have changed. Whereas though, back in the day when we were coming up with maybe kids, everything was more. You had more little you were very discreet in what you did. Your business was your business,
Mm-hmm.
right? And it even to the point where as though if you're on the phone, right, your phone conversation is your phone conversation. Nowadays, everything is on speaker. They walking down the street.
Yeah.
There's
private.
nothing discreet.
No,
nothing
not at all.
private.
No
It's like they
discretion.
want you to know that I smoke dope.
Yeah.
That's
And
crazy.
you know what I'm saying?
Dope.
And it's so weird that you brought this up because on the way here, it's a dispensary not too far from here, and I looked over and I'm like, damn, ain't nobody even in it. What happened to all the craze and the hype about the weed dispensary? People could care less about that stuff.
You gonna buy that shit right on the street like they
Because
been doing.
you now everything is you can do it online. There are apps for all the
You
things
can
like
buy
that.
weed online?
Yeah.
you get all.
Jeez.
They have the dispensaries now, so everything is on app. So now you don't really have to leave the.
You
privacy
could get it
of your home.
delivered and everything.
That shit is going to be next in Instacart.
No, they deliver the weed. There's some sites that do actually deliver it right now.
Yeah,
Let's
That's
move on for that.
So if I
drug
want a
shit.
blunt, I can like, yo, let me get a.
Yeah, you can order it. It's legit. Let's move on.
a pack of instead of getting a pack of cools.
Get a pack of
Once.
A pack
Haze
of
blunts.
pack of haze.
pack of death
Purple
threats,
haze.
pack of death threats or some shit, whatever they call this shit.
Also in the news, you guys remember Sha'Carri Richardson?
Yes.
We talked about her last year, and you know how she was disqualified for the Olympics. You know, she kind of looked like she took a hiatus. She was out of social media, deactivated her page. It looks like she has come back,
Oh, good for
looking
her.
good,
Good for
looking
her.
toned.
Yes.
Good for her.
She just won and broke a record in the women's 100 meters, so she was talking cash shit. I love it.
As she
She
should.
has been winning everything. In 100 meters, she was slow out the gate. Commentator jumped right on her ass. Oh, Richardson is falling behind. Next thing I know, she just came up and smoked them.
She hella fast.
And so she looks like she is back in training and conditioning, and I'm excited about what the young lady is going to do. I do believe in second chances, so
It's so
I would like
crazy.
to see her really, reach the pinnacle of her career and do
Absolutely.
really well. I'd like to see more from
It's
Sha'Carri.
crazy how you transitioned into that because she got suspended for
The weed.
marijuana.
That's what I was.
There you
Yeah,
go.
yeah. That was the segue. That was definitely a segue.
That was very crafty. of you,
Yeah.
Shannon.
Hey, I try. Also in sports news, and this one I'm confused about. Javante Davis, he was bagged. They violated his
Oh,
probation.
yes,
He had to
yes.
do three
Yes.
months in jail. But I'm
Yeah.
like, didn't he just have a fight like last 2 weeks ago?
Yeah.
Yeah, so they had Javante bagged up, and it looks like he has been free. He's free now. He's violated his house arrest order. Couldn't sit his monkey ass down, and
sat him
them
down.
people sat him down.
Sat
So
him
There they go.
shout out to Tank. Can't wait to see what you do next. What y'all got?
Another sports thing. King James said he is not retiring another year in the NBA.
Yeah, he's going in. He's going in.
He's going
Yeah.
in another year in the NBA.
I
so.
think he wants to play against his son. I mean, he got a big
With
award.
his son.
Yeah,
You
with
want to play
him.
with him? Yeah.
Because I know he wants to do that, but yeah, okay.
But the fact that he's playing, as long as he's played, and
But
at
do
the
you think
level
he's
that he
still
plays,
bringing that same level of
Yeah,
flicker?
he definitely.
Definitely.
He just doesn't have the
he
support.
averaged 30-something points last season.
40.
That's no, not 40.
It was 40.
40?
Yeah,
God damn.
40. Mhm.
That's crazy. In 20-some years.
Yeah.
That's
I mean,
crazy.
I like LeBron. I'm not challenging him at all, but I'm just saying.
I think.
do you still think it's as
I think it's
relevant
just-
as it was when he was early in his career?
Yeah.
Yeah, I think it. I'm really shocked that his body's holding up.
Word.
Because usually, I guess this is a new wave of athlete though. Because a lot back in the day, I don't know if people buy it, but then it's kind of hard. You could argue. Everybody argue who they think the greatest is. LeBron does have the all-time scoring.
Mm-hmm.
So I mean, he is the greatest right now. I can't say the greatest of all time, but he is one of the greats right now. He'd probably be second to Michael Jordan. Some experts would say.
But he does spend a lot of money on health, conditioning,
His hairline.
making sure that his body is
I mean,
It's
he's
optimal.
he's
Optimal.
such a big man.
Yeah.
optimal. Yeah.
Yeah.
And he's a nice, big, well put together man. You know, he don't have a lot of fat. And I mean, I think he's just in great shape. And I love the fact that the award that he received at the ESPYs, his wife and his children were able to get to it. And I love that he represents all that is positive about black men. We don't see enough of that highlighted. So that aside from all of the amazing accomplishments he's done as an athlete, I like to see that paired up with all the good that he does as a human, like a good human being. So shouts out to LeBron.
And his name doesn't come back in a bunch
dirty.
Exactly. That's true. That's true. I wanna give a shout out to the New York Jets.
For what reason?
You know, they're pinned to be the team to beat in the 2023 season. You know, because of the Aaron Rodgers.
Moving right along.
Yeah,
you know,
Jets.
I'm not a Jet fan,
I
but I'm just telling you
fuck
what
the Jets.
sports writers and sports critics and Jet fans all alike, they're saying that that's the team to beat. You get Aaron Rodgers. I guess they already given the Jets a Super Bowl. That's a lot to live up to. So his first.
You can't do it by yourself. You can't do it by yourself. You got to rally the team around.
Here's how news works. His first 2 interceptions, if that happens in a game, they're going to be questioning his talent.
It's always what have you done. Right.
Exactly.
It's always what have you done for me lately.
Exactly.
2 weeks ago you could have had an amazing game, put up a bunch of numbers. The next 2 weeks you don't do so well, and they done with you. They forget. It's always like that.
The Jets have never been known for their offensive line.
Yeah.
So
it's
quarterbacks
always
have been known to run for their life.
They got that insatiable, need. Other things in the news, rapper Lil Baby opened up a seafood restaurant in Atlanta. I'm not interested, but I definitely wanted to put it out there because I know we have a mixed audience, of viewers and listeners. So if you're in the ATL or you're planning to go down to Atlanta, check out Lil Baby Seafood Restaurant.
So he watches the show. Rashida and her husband opened up a restaurant too in Atlanta.
They've been having.
I don't know.
I just saw
that bistro terrible.
Yeah,
Frost Bistro terrible.
Yeah,
I've been to 2 of no disrespect. I've been to 2 of Candy's restaurants, Slim Pickens. The food is awful. All of them places. I've been.
Trashiola.
Yeah,
okay.
Yeah. It's wasted time and money.
I'm telling you,
that is not. See, this is for me, and not to take us down a rabbit hole.
Is it commercial?
The shit is trash. It was disgusting. I took my mother there because she watches The Housewives. Love Candy. But the shit was garbage. This is where people get into these very niche industries, and that is not their preferred skill set, right? That's why them businesses don't do well. They charge all of that money. They use your fame from being a rapper or being on these TV shows. They have no idea how to run these type of businesses. Candy's a smart woman about where she attaches herself. But those restaurants, they terrible. Terrible. They don't have full kitchens in 2 of the restaurants. The food was poorly made. Got a bunch of family and local people playing around in there. You got people traveling from all over the U.S. to come to us because they hoping that they would see you or somebody that's been on the show. Everything that I've eaten from any of them restaurants, I could have ate it from a corner store. It was horrible.
It puts me in the mind of when they open.
And it's not their preferred skill set, right?
That puts me in the mind of when you had people that were in the hood and they wanted to open up a business, right? They open up a business no matter what it is, but they still was tied to the hood, so they didn't give the business 100%. So that wasn't their call and their passion. That wasn't what they were intent to do.
Well,
so that's why that's why I didn't.
Shout out to Pinky Cole and Slutty Vegan because the food
Slutty
was
Vegan,
good.
Slutty Vegan, they can get my money anytime. Slutty Vegan.
No, she is on point with her.
Yeah, she does, but she can cook though.
She can cook. Like that was her calling. That was her passion. She ain't trying to do a whole bunch of other things.
Yeah, she's really extending her brand. So did you guys happen to see the article about the woman in Hoover, Alabama who went missing?
Carly?
Yeah, Carly Russell, who was 25. She was driving home from work when she was at least 10 minutes away from her destination, based on what the reports say. And there's been a kind of mixed reports, but one thing that's been consistent, she saw a baby or a baby apparatus, like a carriage. Being that she's in the healthcare space, she wanted to see assess the situation and see if she could provide some support. And she called emergency services, but she also called a family member, and they heard her scream. And then she was missing for 3 days. And, social media, went to social media because they felt like the local authorities were not picking up the story. They weren't getting a lot of traction. And they were comparing it to other scenarios where women of Caucasian descent or nature, ethnicity were getting major national coverage. And, you know, we've talked about that here, about that damsel in distress and white woman syndrome. Not to be disrespectful, how that tends to get those type of stories, a lot of media coverage. But then on the flip side, when you see black women or brown women go missing, it's very lackluster at best. So social media rallied around it. We started hearing about it. I heard about it here in New Jersey. It wasn't on our news, but I did start to hear about it from social media. And then lo and behold, Miss Carly shows up. Mm-hmm. Now here's where I got a problem. I'm very happy that this young lady is back with her loved one. She has a fiance. At first, they thought there was some foul play with the fiance, but they've ruled him out. Y'all needed our help, and y'all wanted us to get on these people's ass and chew them out. Mm-hmm. Now she back home. Yeah, y'all don't want to say nothing. Y'all tight-lipped. Y'all don't need us no more. Mm-hmm. And I get it, right? People are going to say, well, that's privacy. That's privacy. They don't have a right to tell you. Yeah, but you should have did that shit on your own. Yeah. Don't cut us out of the picture. Now, when, you know, she did some shit and she was with a side nigga, tell us what really happened. Was she on Adderall?
Yeah.
Tell us what really happened.
Because when y'all had a call to action, y'all was reaching out to
the public for help.
I don't like that. Don't do that to us. We have a right to know, because maybe there was something that happened that might make somebody else say, nah, you talking about something, y'all want privacy and respected and no negative comments. I don't have any negative comments. I am very happy that the young lady is home, and I hope she is completely safe mentally and physically. But yeah, I want to know what happened. What happened? Was you abducted? Were you attempted abduction? Were you having a mental psychotic breakdown? Because there's some message for people. Don't cut us off. Don't come to social media with your shit if you're not ready for full disclosure. Yeah, because
people was putting out warnings for other
Everybody
situations
was going crazy.
I just say you was with that young boy.
Nigga.
Yeah, that's it.
That jump
or
off.
you was on Adderall. Shit.
All right.
Listen,
or Adderall was on you.
Something I'm excited about. Y'all chime in with y'all thoughts. Hip hop is turning 50.
You know, there are people that still doubt that hip hop is actually 50 years old.
Why? How?
I think some. You know what it is? I think people.
It's the best genre of music ever.
What I'm saying is, I think what it is people are confusing hip hop with rap. So let's say I was talking to somebody the other day, and they was like, hip hop can't be 50 because it didn't come out to such and such time. But I said, but you thinking about the rap side of it. Hip hop itself as a whole was breakdancing, graffiti, even before rap. So,
they not well informed.
No, but I guess as everybody has an opinion, and again, I don't, 73. We wasn't really listening to because we. I was. Not a 73.
Yes, I was.
73.
Yes.
So now you just
what rap song was out in 73?
Sugar Hill Gang.
That didn't come out in 73.
What year was that? The 80s.
That was like no. Sugar Hill was like 76, 77.
I don't give a damn. It has always. I'm telling you.
But no, listen.
Rap has always been in my home. I'm telling you, hip hop has always been in my house.
Rap is different than hip hop.
I'm calling my mother. We've always listened to hip hop. Whoever's saying that, it don't know the fuck they talking about.
No, hip hop is the culture.
Okay.
So hip hop is 50 years old.
Hip hop
Rap
is 50
is something
fucking
different.
Years old.
Hip hop is 50.
I stand on this. I will argue with anybody. That is the biggest and the best genre of music. And the reason why I say that, look at all of the big talent that we've had in the last 50 years and how much they have moved the culture forward. In terms of political stances, healthcare, people with education, no other genre of music has done that. We have bred geniuses and the creativity that has stemmed from hip hop. I have not seen that with no other genre of music, and so I'm going to always die hip hop. That's my shit. I ain't going to
give flowers to who deserve it, and that's Cool, DJ Kool Herc.
Absolutely.
Also, too, came out in 1980.
Huh?
Rapper's Delight came out in 1980.
There's some other shit too.
No, but there were rap songs in the 70s, but it was like 75.
Yeah, but still.
But hip hop as the culture with DJ and breakdancing, that was early 70s. So that is hip hop.
They got a picture of me when I was 2 with a little sweatsuit on, and I'm sure that was influenced.
The culture. Yeah, hip hop. That's the culture. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. So that was 70 that's what I'm saying. Hip hop is 50. I'm just saying rap is different.
I had a sweatsuit on. I had it on with dress shoes, but I had on a sweatsuit. But
shout out to Cool.
That's how Mama Shaw can afford, nigga.
We gotta give flowers to LL Cool J too with the to rock the bells because what he did was monumental. He gave each one of those hip hop pioneers a piece of Rock the Bells.
Okay.
Which I think is dope. Like Roxanne,
Well, listen.
Shantae got
But that's
a piece.
another. If you think about greatest of all time, L gotta be. How could you not talk about him?
How could you not?
Absolutely.
All the consistency in the years.
Absolutely.
Trendsetter, I'm better.
All
My
right.
rhymes are
Absolutely,
good.
absolutely.
Got a go
He
nameplate
moved the
that
whole
says
culture.
I wish you would. If you
He made it cool. He made it cool to be in
Let me tell
love.
you how influential hip hop is in my life. If somebody walked in here today and they said, I got a stack of $10,000. If you could tell me one verse from a Lil Baby rap, if you could tell me one verse from 6ix9ine, if you could tell me one verse from Kodak Black, I would have to pass on that. That shit is garbage. Garbage. It has you know what it does? It makes people get on drugs and commit crime.
Adderall.
Yeah. So that's how hip hop has influenced my life. I'm super committed
Right, you
that.
get high for?
No, not me. Never did no dope, no coke. So I am committed through the rest of this year to go into some of the events. I encourage you, if you don't know about hip hop, you want to learn about hip hop, you want to celebrate the culture, make a donation. The Brooklyn Museum. I'm planning to do that next weekend when my girl Shanti comes because it has wallpaper with all of Jay-Z's lyrics. How dope is fucking that?
The book of Hove.
Yeah.
I read that book. No, I read one of those books.
Yeah, so it's all wallpaper in honor of him. It's an exhibition at the museum in the public library in Brooklyn. So check it out if you have not already seen it.
That's
Go
the one
check
by
it
the
out.
botanical garden?
I don't know where it is.
Oh.
I don't know where it is, but I'm planning to go see that
Shout
this
out to
weekend.
It's a Biggie.
That's what she's on.
Oh.
I seen the Biggie statue.
No, it's like a Biggie. I gotta think about it.
Okay.
Museum. It's like I had a.
That's okay. No problem.
Adderall farm.
That's all
It was
right.
It's like a Biggie museum too that they have in Brooklyn.
Let me ask y'all a question. What y'all think about men painting their nails?
Clear?
What you mean, clear? Color? The rock and roll guys was doing that since back in the early
Hey,
80s.
You
Do
got
what
a
you-
problem with it?
Do what you want to do. I ain't doing it.
I'm not doing it. I mean, rock stars was doing it. So, I mean, I never even thought twice about it when they did. I just figured he's a punk rocker. That's what they did. I don't know. There's some other shit there. What is that? Metrosexual? What is that called? I mean, they coloring it? Like, they putting colored nails?
Like black, like you say, black.
Well, I mean, like I said, rock
what's
star,
that
that's
one
nothing
dude
new.
named,
Gothic
Kid
guys
Cudi,
been doing that.
Kid Cudi.
Drake did it recently. They was all over his ass for that.
Kid Cudi, his was painted before.
Kid Cudi?
Kid Cudi.
What are you painting him? Black?
Yeah.
That's because the rock stars, like I said, they've been doing that. The Gothic people been doing that since I can
Yeah, they
remember.
do.
So that's really nothing new. So if there was something like that, then I would just assume maybe they got a touch of Gothic in them. But when you start listen, I have no judgment on that. That's not something that I'm into.
Well, another thing that's affecting our entertainment, the SAG-AFTRA, they
yeah.
are on strike.
Yeah.
All I have to say is pay them people what they worth. Pay them people their money. Yes, I'm yelling because it is so sinister for all of these big corporations to make billions of dollars off of these writers, actors, entertainers, dancers, people behind the scenes. I got people that I love and care about. Shout out to Yancey Edwards, celebrity stylists that are behind the scenes that are just as much as important as the people who are sitting in these high offices. It's not right for them to be rich. And you have actors, writers, all of these production people who can barely afford health care, who have to do other jobs like Uber and stuff because you guys aren't paying them right. Pay them people what they worth. So I totally support the strike, and I want to see people get paid because they work so hard, they give so much of themselves, and these greedy executives who have no skills are sitting there raking in the dough and not paying these people. So I hope it ends quickly. But I want people to get paid their fair value. I do believe
And that
in
is sad because you have a lot of actors who played in really big movies, even though they may not be leading actors, but they were good supporting roles. But
And
those
they're not
actors
getting
don't really
paid.
get a lot of money in some cases. So you're right; they should be making a lot more.
And I want
money.
to shout out Matt Damon. He was on he was overseas at a red carpet event for one of his movies that came out. And when one of the big executives came, he walked off the red carpet and he wouldn't do his interviews. And he said to them, I'm not continuing because I support the strike and people aren't getting paid for their big share. And to me, that speaks volumes because he's a big
Actor.
A-list artist, and for him to support it.
Director,
And I know
producer.
there's lots of others that are standing with the strike too. So I encourage them. That makes me want to support Matt Damon and others even more.
Shout out to Matt Damon.
Shout out to my boy Matt Damon. Hit me, Matt. Hi, Matt. Well, listen, guys, we're coming to the end of our show. Any last parting words for things that are in the news this week or the last couple of weeks? You know, they rolled back affirmative action, so we coming with a whole show on that. I didn't want to introduce it here because I feel a topic like that requires more than a couple minutes. So get informed, people. It will impact you.
I say, despite everything that you hear negative going on in the world, just your contribution should be positive. So let's turn all that around.
I agree.
And make it better.
I think, and also too, I would say, and I it's something I live by, because it happened that way. No, not that too, but just because it happened to someone one particular way doesn't necessarily mean it would happen to you the same way.
Absolutely.
You know what I'm saying? So don't take other people's experiences to be your own. You know what I'm saying? Don't let other people's experiences stop you from propelling and moving forward. You know, so just because Adderall doesn't work for me doesn't mean it doesn't work for Shot Money.
Listen, the last thing I want to say, and this is me being cheeky but funny. All you bitches out there that your whole wardrobe is Sheen, y'all fucked. Y'all fucked. The U.S. government has put RICO charges on fucking Sheen. You bitches is fucked up. All them little $12 outfits in your closet is fucked up. So stay tuned. And so if you don't understand why they got RICO charges on them, because they are a criminal enterprise for stealing designs from up and coming designers and mass producing it. So Sheen,
Your ass is
shame on you, because when Uncle Sam come for you, baby, they come locked and loaded, baby.
Gonna rock your
they
ass.
gonna eat your ass up. They gonna tear their ass up.
Let me give a shout out to Pharrell, who's leading the Louis Vuitton
Shout out to
campaign.
Shout out to Pharrell.
That's major.
Listen,
major.
can y'all please share this show, because I want to get something from that collection, and Jam C has already told us we ain't getting paid until the numbers go up. So please help me get something from that collection. Like, share. Jam, where can they send us information at?
Hey, goinvocal@gmail.com. That's GOINVOCAL@gmail.com.
Please help Shot Money get something
Hit
from
it-
the
hit it up in
Pharrell
the
collection.
comments. Hit it in the comments.
Please.
You can
I'm
also-
taking donations. I'm willing to sponsor, babysit, braid hair, all of that. I want something from that collection, and I will wear it on the show. Don't forget me. I will wear it on the show. Well, listen, fellas, let's transition into my favorite part of the show. It's that get your shit together. Jam, start us off, man.
My get your shit together is going out to New Jersey Drive. These New Jersey drivers. Just this whole New Jersey Drive shit. Yeah. I need a driver. Anybody interested? I'm hiring, looking for
What's
drivers.
the qualifications for driving you? You just put that out there.
Listen.
Somebody might text you. You got to let them know what you want.
Listen, would you let me get into that?
Okay, well, tell the
Listen, sit
people.
down.
What you tell the people?
She's on Adderall, everybody. Don't worry about it. Don't mind her.
Adderall.
Yeah, so listen. New Jersey drivers, you know who you are. These people cannot drive. When I say cannot drive, I showed you guys a picture of the dude coming in on 22 East. We was going 22 East. He was going 22 West on 22 East side.
Oh, wow, that's dangerous.
Of the highway. That's a New Jersey driver for you, because it was a New Jersey driver's place, and he was in an Escalade, and he wasn't drunk because it was 2:00 in the afternoon.
Wow.
Shit, you don't know that.
That's true too, but I see I see so many accidents on the road. I'm on the Parkway, Garden State Parkway, by the way, and I'm driving. I'm doing the speed limit. It's really no real traffic, but check out the fly. I see somebody bobbing and weaving through the traffic. It was really no need for all that because there was no traffic. It was wide open. This guy dipped behind me. I'm in the passing lane because I'm trying to go around the person on the right. He dipped between the both of us, hit the divider because he dipped in so fast. He hits the divider, fucked his car up, and now his car is coasted all the way to the fucking shoulder. Yeah, dumbass. But
be safe out here, people. Do better.
Wait, do you get road rage?
Me? No.
Nah, me neither. Yeah.
She's
no comment.
She's the assailant.
No comment.
Not the victim.
I don't get mad. I don't get mad. I'm not a horn.
Not the first time I've ever heard that term.
And I'm not a big horn blower neither.
Nah, you know
I
what?
don't lay on my horn like that.
I have done that, but no, I'm not either. But
So
I have done it.
Roll down the window and shout.
No.
I just keep it.
No, I'm not gonna lie. I did do it once. I'm not gonna lie, and that's only because I could have lost my life. So I have done that once.
You know what I've learned with that type of thing? When you going off on somebody because they cut you off, you just never know what their day was like. What caused them to do the shit.
True.
So that made.
But that don't justify it.
Your spazzing on them may tip them over the top, and now they may Junie out on you.
Well, to the New Jersey reckless driver, get your shit together.
All right, Lou, hit us with your shit. You get your shit together.
My get your shit together is I don't have one. I need to get my shit together because I ain't gotta get your shit together.
It goes to him. Listen, mine is funny. I'm gonna try to keep it short and sweet. We had a bunch since I've been on hiatus. I had a lot of the nieces come over and the little other family members. So there was a ton of kids over here. So I'm hosting these kids, right? Sounds like a good idea. They drove me batshit crazy. I'm broke. They fucked up some shit in my home. I'm tired. They wet me with a hose. I mean, it was a lot of shit happening, but all fun nonetheless. So last night we go to Panda Express. Everybody's in the car. We got the car filled up. We're going to Panda Express. So I'm getting all the kids situated because some of the kids weren't familiar with everything. And they were like, well, we want this. And they're pointing and touching. I'm like, let's keep it simple. So my niece, shouts out to my niece, Bella, I love you. She's 10. She's watching this lady watch my drink. And she sees the lady put her hand in there. And she doesn't have a glove on. I could
put
not.
Put her hand in where? The food?
In the cup.
On the cup.
To take the ice out because the lady filled the whole cup up with ice. So that means I'm only going to have a little bit of the drink. Together. So I asked the lady to remove some of the ice, but she went around this little thing where I wasn't in full view of her, and my niece saw her take it out with her hand. So my niece was on her ass. So now I don't want that. So she goes and takes all of the ice out. Then she puts some juice in the cup, but only gives me like 3/4 of the cup. I said, can you please fill it up? She was like, no, I can't. I said, well, I don't want it. Now she lifts the top off of the juice thing, the juice device, and pours it back in there. How unsanitary is that? All because you didn't want to give me a little bit of the juice that I had already paid for because I had already paid for my stuff. Mm-hmm. So she just was real stink. I could not have been more proud of these kids on the ride home. They tore this lady's ass out the frame. 2 6-year-olds, 2 7-year-olds, a 9-year-old, and a 10-year-old. I heard the following statements. The customer is always right. That lady was horrible. That lady tried to sabotage my auntie. That lady was disgusting. Who's her manager? She doesn't know how to behave, and she needs to find a new employer. They proceeded to continue this conversation amongst themselves while they were eating dinner. One of the kids ran up to her dad that night and said, Dad, something horrible happened at Panda Express. They talked about this shit till 2 hours, followed by written letters today. I could not be more proud. The letters are, when you drop me off, I'll show you the letters. They wrote, Panda Express, you did not do a good job. But here's as I tie this up, the cutest thing was, the 6-year-old she said, we should really tell their manager because the way she behaved wasn't right. But how do little kids talk to managers?
Exactly. That's crazy.
So the lady at Panda Express in northern New Jersey who was super rude, who didn't want to give me a full juice, and who took her hand and stuck it in there and poured ice and took my ice out and then poured that juice, contaminated juice, back into that container. You need to get your shit together.
Get your shit together.
Yo.
Those little
was
kids.
Yo, the kids
They
ate
gonna
her
do a
for
Google
breakfast.
review. They lucky. They can't get
the
into
kids.
a Google
Wait till
review.
y'all see these letters.
I
the
would
kids,
mail them letters out.
Yo, the
Yeah,
kids
I
said
would.
you did not do a good job. You did not do a good job. But listen, people, we do not take it lightly that you take a little bit out of your time each week to send us a couple emails. Yo, continue to send that feedback in. Let us know what you'd like to hear. You want more of this? If you want Shy Money to talk less, I'm happy to oblige. But please continue to stay locked in with us. Our social media is about to blow up. We got a social media campaign that's going to be launching in July, and we're super excited about that. And listen,
Where can they find you?
where they can, I'm telling you where they can
Okay.
find. Y'all can find me at the Pharrell Collection. trying to give me. Listen, y'all know y'all can find me on TikTok, New Jersey Shy Money. Y'all can look me up on IG, Bloomies Girls, and I ain't getting on no other social media platforms. But y'all know y'all can always hit us up on the email. You can send something to your girl Shy Money. Where they can find you guys at? It's your taglines.
You can reach me at Republican Lou at Instagram.
Okay.
You can hit me up at JMC Goin Vocal. That's JMC_Goin Vocal. That's your boy there.
But listen, people, no matter what you do, you have a safe week. Love on your family. Stay blessed. But whatever you do, make sure you keep going vocal. And with that, people, peace. We out.
Peace.
Everybody tune into the Pod Squad now.